Hey guys, what's going on? It's Gats. Today we are doing a plus 10 prideful. This is Theater of Pain. Gonna go ahead and get ourselves a little bit more experience with this dungeon here. This is one of the couple that I just have not had a lot of time to play in, to be honest. And we want to see what we can do with it. Looks like we have Survival Hunter, Shadow Priest, Frost Death Knight as DPS. Survival Hunter doing a ton of damage there, surprisingly. As you can see, me being no slouch either. Survival Hunter looks like he's using the busted legendary. So, not really sure if he's actually doing all that much damage, to be fair. Hopefully he really is, but honestly going to be kind of hard to tell because what he's using is so broken that basically everybody that's playing beta right now knows that it's getting nerfed. It's that busted. So we'll have to see. Okay. Zero the underhanded. Huh. Wow, man, these guys are just flying around this arena here. This boss fight's honestly a little weird. It's pretty hard to tell actually what's even going on half the time. Cool if Blizzard could give us a little bit of a like an intended run down here, because like I have no way to catch these guys, and then somehow the fight's over. Like I didn't think we actually killed all of them, so I'm like, huh. All right then. But either way, you can see that 36% of his damage is his legendary that's broken. I really wish people wouldn't play with that one, so we could actually see what the class itself does on its own, but it's just playing that instead. Oblit being my top damage is not surprising. Shadow Priest did more damage with Vamp Touch than Plague? That's weird. I don't think that's supposed to happen. We do a Brewmaster Monk, and it looks like we have Resto Druid. Pretty typical comp so far. So, Two-Handed Frost is essentially a primary target killer. Its AoE isn't as strong. Most of its damage is pure single target. Which isn't bad. It's not a bad thing to have that set up, because, you do want somebody in your group bringing it. And, not a bad idea to make your DK bring that. Ugh, if only he had just, stayed closer. Oh, I gotta adjust that weak aura there. That's just not right at all. That doesn't let me see how many stacks I have, and it also doesn't tell me anything else, so gonna have to fix that. Alright, so these two here are gonna fight. He's gonna kill the one. We got Haluga the Bloodthirsty. Now, after this mob here, we should hit our first Prideful, because it's every 20%. So we're going to hold on to our Frost Breath. $13k crit there. Pop our Frost Breath right at the end of all of our buffs there. And here comes our Pride. Alright, so this is our, seasonal affix here. So we have this mob here. It's going to do stacking AoE damage the longer it's alive. And essentially, we just need to kill it, and people also need to make sure they move out whenever they get that, or at the very least, you know, make it apparent where they're at so we can all sidestep those bolts floating out. Okay. Alright, so now we get a 30% damage increase, extra movement speed, and we get more mana back. We ourselves, obviously, as DKs, do not get mana back, but that's okay. We're going to get 15 stacks real fast of our buff, because we've got such a big amount of mobs. Having a little bit of trouble targeting these guys for whatever reason. There we go, getting some damage out there. Again, our single target's pretty good. Alright, that's going to be another 20% out of that already. Alright, so we just lost our prideful buff, and we get another one. So it looks like some people have decided to just stand on top of each other for that. I guarantee you Blizzard's going to change that. That doesn't work that way. Because if we could do it that way, then we just all stack, it would completely negate a mechanic. And we all know how Blizzard hates people just negating mechanics, you know? Especially ones they spent more than 5 minutes making. Get some cross strikes in, get our talons up. Oh, that stung a bit. I was kind of slowed there, so... Alright, who am I going down with here? Alright, I've defeated Maus in glorious combat. And even though I beat him in glorious combat, I did way less damage than I should have there. But that's just kind of what happens whenever you get tossed down in that arena. You're going to do less damage on the boss. It's alright though, I beat the Shadow Priest, I'm happy about that. In the arena, not on the meter. I got dual winner. Excuse me, a nice smiley buff, apparently. I keep forgetting I have this this Vulpin thing that I've been told I need to use more often. So we're going to try to use it more often. Looks like we're going right. So no matter what, you have to fight at least one of these gas bags for percent in here. And you want to stay on their side when they do this ability. because it shoots gas out of its front and its back. Gross, right? Yeah, I beat the busted legendary on a pool. Hell yeah. Alright, here we go. We're going to have a whole bunch of mobs here. So definitely going to get our Remorseless Winter going. Get our nice big, damage buffs up here as best we can as quickly as possible. Try to avoid as much of this crap as we can, but there's a lot going on. Alright, we also got our Manifestation of Pride here, so he's got to be our top priority. As much as we just, want to ignore everything else. Oh no. Oh, this is going to be bad. I'm probably dead. Yep, there I go. That was just unfortunate there. We should have... We absolutely should have waited. We should have seen how close we were to, getting our Pride spawn. So... take that lesson from here and just remember that whenever you guys get to do this content on your own. All right. Well, at least the mob's HP does not change. It doesn't reset. So it's got 250k. Once our tank gets here, we should be good to go. Alright, so starting our boss fight here, we are not going to have everything up. But we're going to be working our way there. Okay, so here comes our dodge mechanic. We're definitely not winning this fight. That's okay, though. We don't have to win all of them. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, I guess I get this last one. That's okay, too. What? Alright, so it looks like my my tree for the soulbinds is all goofed up again. This is one of those things that gets real annoying real quick. It's a bug that seems to happen where you just kind of lose one of them, and there's no real rhyme or reason to it. Yeah, it'd be very nice if any spell effect that could hurt you, you know, was always at the top layer. And that's a good idea, Blizzard. You guys should do that. Find a way to make that happen. Wow, that priest got some kind of a proc there. You see all those apparitions hitting there. Dude, put it back. Ugh. Don't click things if you don't know what they do. Alright, so part of the way through this pool here, unless they all die simultaneously, we are going to end up with a manifestation of pride. So I'm hoping that we can kill this guy here. The fuck is our tank? I think our tank fell off. I think that's what happened. Yeah, it's pretty hard to click that whenever a big fat Tauren's in the way. I may have an issue with Tauren in general. Don't mind me. Just their models. Alright, what killed me? A bone spike from a Magus. Huh. Thought for sure we'd be fine there. Like, we got that stun. Alright, whatever. It's fine. I'm sure I can get a res here. Okay. I just know it's best not to release here because the run back is awful. Man, our priest is doing some crazy damage there. Well, I didn't see that, so I immediately died. Gotta love it. Can't say I'm a big fan of abilities that if you get hit by them once, you're just dead. You know, and not even from damage. I'm not a huge fan of that, but it's mostly because sometimes you don't see it quick enough. I don't know if that ability is interruptible or not, but if it's not, it's one of those things that probably should be. Okay. There we go. Now watch, I'm probably going to land and there's going to be one of those things flying right towards me and I'm just going to die. I'm going to wait. Yep. Okay. It's like, we'll wait and make sure it's not going to kill me the second I land, right? Oh. Oh, excuse me. Wow. Man, my head is all stuffed up. Allergies are a bitch, friends. Oh, Jeebus. It's very hard to see through the bodies of mobs. I really hate it. This fight here, hopefully I'll be able to do quite a bit of damage. I think I have all my CDs but Pillar up immediately. So... There we go. Easy peasy. Easy fight. So again, the Hunter, the bulk of his damage there, well, not the bulk, it's 14% is still that legendary. Priest, of course, should be all Devouring Plague, and I'm like all Obliterate. So, damage breakdowns make sense for the Priest and I. The Hunter, if he wants to test survival, should really try a different Lego. He should try whichever one is second best, because that one's just... It's broken. It's so much damage. While we're waiting here, I can get a food buff real quick. Gotta wait for some RP, which, if we're gonna do this in Mythic Plus, they need to make it that this goes much quicker. Whew. Oh my, excuse me. Whew. Alright, so here I will have all my CDs right away. Alright, well, we did it. Hey! We got a new trinket. Strength Mastery. We'll replace my Strength Mastery trinket. There we go. Alright, so build we played this time around. Icy Talons, Murderous Sufficiency, Blinding Sleet for that AoE Disorient, Avalanche, Permafrost, Gathering Storm, and Obliteration. A little later on, I am going to give Glacial Advance a try while running Inexorable Assault. But we'll have to see how that works. I'm not sure if it's actually going to end up being better or not. I think this build is probably the way to go if you want to play two-hander at this point. And in general, the Covenant ability is great. Death's Due is incredibly strong. Accelerated Rune Weapon. This is just it's one of the conduits. It just gives you a 5% recharge faster on it. Get a little more haste. Eradicating Blow Obliterate gives you more Frost Strike damage. You know, because we're doing it anyway. And then, of course, the legendary we're using is the Obliterate. Deals 10% extra damage. Has a 15% chance to refund its cost, which is pretty crazy. In general, super, super fun build. Hope you guys liked the video. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.